But Jeff, I do want to ask you about something here, man. I want to put you over here for a second.
Okay.
And this may be out of place for the after show, but since we don't have any callers right now, and we kind of at the end of the recap, I can talk to you about this. We're not going to go around in circles tonight. I'm just going to say that you're right, man.
Yeah.
You're right. And I had a revelation when I listened to your show. I was going to listen to it the first thing this morning. Please, everybody, go check out Jeff's show. Follow Jeff on Twitter at Blading for Truth and at 1650 PWAM. Follow everybody here, and we can tweet out a link to this thing where they can download it on Spreaker or iTunes or whatever. It's a damn good show, and he makes a revelation about the network that's right. The fact that on the Monday night show, for the last 2 or 3 months, ever since we started this, me and AC do nothing but fucking repeat ourselves week after week after week.
And Joe, like I said on that show, it's not your fault.
It's the fact
I just noticed it. I noticed it. Like I said, I noticed it, and it made me realize I had the same conversation with you all. And it's just, if wrestling is cycling, we're repeating ourselves and cycling with it, and it's not good.
Well, here's what I don't get. Everybody says wrestling works in cycles. Wrestling goes up, then it goes down. That's the cycles.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is we're stuck going in circles, not cycles. There is a difference.
Yes, it's true.
It's like wrestling. It's like the wrestling business has a fucking broken leg, and that makes us hobble to the left over and over and over.
Yes. Good way to put it.
And I'll be honest with you, man. Your shit made me see the light on this. It really did. Because you're right. This whole thing that they did Monday, I don't want to watch NXT anymore, because what they told you Monday night was anybody that you see in NXT, don't get used to their character, because we're going to bring them up and we're going to fuck them up.
Yeah.
They're going to be anything that you see down in NXT right now, folks, is irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
And they took the guy that was Jason Jordan, who was a nobody in NXT until Chad Gable came along, until they finally was like, hey, here's what this was. We're going to team you up with Chad Gable. And if this doesn't work, if you can't get yourself over this time, you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the rub, people. Chad Gable got Jason Jordan over.
Safe to say.
But everything that they've done in NXT, I can't watch NXT, this takeover thing. Who fucking cares? Because they're all
they kind of,
Asuka.
they kind of ruined it.
Asuka's going to get brung up, and she's going to be seen at the next week's Raw in a damn stewardess uniform, serving a plate of Chinese spare ribs to Jim Ross next, or something like that. Karate
They could
chop.
very well do it. Like that's
chop.
yeah.
That's
the point.
Shinsuke Nakamura. Even when he was in NXT, there's nothing strong style about Shinsuke Nakamura anymore. Why? Because he doesn't have to work it. It's just as much, hey, if I could get by and go to a place and make millions of dollars without having to tear my body up, why would I? The problem is the fans wanted it and the fans expected it.
Right.
It's the fans' fault for saying Shinsuke Nakamura's going in nowhere, because they got their hopes up too high.
See, in my opinion, really, they failed before. They've succeeded in some spots with those people. But if you show your fans American Alpha, and I'm not an American Alpha fan. I didn't watch it when they were there. But they come up and everybody's like, oh, American Alpha, they're a really good tag team. They're really good. Wait till you see them.
And they treated them like shit.
And they just pull them apart with no explanation.
Well, it's not even that they pulled them apart, dude. They never even really were together. They really hardly were ever seen. Again, it
makes it irrelevant. It really does.
It goes back to what I said when they started bringing up the vaudevillains and everything like that. And Vince just literally put the fucking topping on the turd last Monday, when every single NXT guy that they brung up, with the exception of maybe 2 or 3, is shat on. And they don't care about what they do in NXT. And I'm not saying there has to be continuity, but they've basically told you, and you fans in Florida, if you're listening to this, those New Cell fans or anybody listening, if you know fans in Florida, tell them not to go to an NXT show anymore.
And honestly, Joe, whether they fuck it up or not, like you said, they fucked it up. Even if it's a major success and Jason Jordan becomes a star, it makes the NXT experience irrelevant.
It does.
It just really does. There's no other way to say it.
He went from an All-American athlete who's fucking teaming up with Chad Gable and these two, and I get it. Everybody from the very beginning were teaming for or championing for these guys to be the next Team Angle. I get it. And that may be the direction they go with this. But
maybe.
Still, the illegitimate son thing? Fuck. No. Jerry. People always talk about how Vince Russo just sat down there with Jerry Springer and for 5 hours a day and wrote wrestling based off of that. There's no excuse because Russo's not there anymore. It's called Vince is stuck in 1998 and can't pull his ass out of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Somebody tweeted a thing of the Glow series. Did you finish watching Glow?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody tweeted out the thing where after Monday, the part where Liberty Bell, the girl who plays Liberty Bell in the series, is they take her to an indie show, and she's like, I get it now. It's a soap opera. The problem is, that shit worked in the 80s and the mid-90s. It doesn't work in 2017. Vince McMahon and those writers took your face, rubbed it in dog shit Monday night, and then paintbrush slapped you. Mm-hmm. They insulted your intelligence, and they fucking ruined. I'm not watching Raw next Monday. I'm not watching Raw. I don't know when I'll watch Raw again. I've snapped, Edwards.
I've snapped too, Joe. I mean, that's what I did on that podcast.
The problem is
I listened to you guys, and it made me snap.
The problem is you knew it was going to be shit. You knew it, and you had not watched wrestling previously. That's why you don't come on Monday night playing with us, because you don't watch it. I have been watching this shit full time since 1998, and I've said it over and over and over again. It's just like your favorite sports team. You don't abandon them just because they have a couple rotten years. Well, they've had a couple rotten fucking decades. And I'm done. I will not be watching any wrestling except for the goddamn G1 and CWF until Vince McMahon either retires or dies.
Oh, God.
Somebody said, Joe, Shane McMahon was in a plane crash today. You know what the first reaction was?
Oh, shit.
No, it was too bad it wasn't Vince.
Oof.
I'm done. Jeff Edwards, and if you don't like this, blame Jeff Edwards, because he's made me see the light.
Thanks, Joe.
I'm done. You people who go down to WrestleMania, Grant Sawyer and everybody, don't go. Don't go down to fucking New Orleans. If you do go, don't go to WrestleMania. I'm begging people. Hashtag do not watch Raw. I'm not, and this ain't about the network. Cancel the network? No, the network is the least of their worries. The pay-per-views are the least of the Great Balls of Fire was good. Cancel Raw. That should be the thing. Cancel Raw and tweet it at USA Network. At USA. Cancel Raw. Because that's the only thing that's going to save it. Maybe that will open up the old fucking crazy grandpa's eyes, is if they cancel his show, like WCW did. Like WCW got canceled. Jamie Kellner came in and he canceled the show. They owned it and they canceled it. Mm-hmm. It's gotten that bad for WWE now.
Yep.
TNA should have been canceled a long time ago.
I watched most of that show Monday, Joe, for the first time in about, I don't know, 2 months.
I'm sorry, Jeff. It's 2 hours of your life you're not getting back, and then you had to sit through me and fucking AC talking about it and trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit.
That's exactly the impression I'm getting, and it's like, why are we doing this?
And kudos to Kurt Angle, by the way, because Kurt Angle, I watched a little interview that they did afterwards, and for all this bad bullcrap, it's not Angle's fault. It's not any of the wrestlers' fault. It's Vince McMahon's fault. Angle's sitting there grabbing Jordan by the nape of his neck and rubbing the back of his head. It's like, good old boy, that's my son, you know? Mm-hmm. He's selling it to the hilt, and he's doing a good job of it, but the problem is the Angle's bullshit.
Yes.
I will not be watching Raw next week. I will not be watching SmackDown next week. This pay-per-view that they got coming up Sunday. The Philadelphia Flyers are sending out people's emails reminding them of Battleground, saying, get these discounted limited view seats. Mm-hmm. The Philadelphia fucking Flyers and everybody around Philadelphia. Everybody's like, LOL, not go to New Orleans. Go to New Orleans when it's not WrestleMania week. Because this is another thing. All the indies, everybody's like, I'm going to go for the indies. Well, newsflash, it's a fucking goddamn shit show down there WrestleMania weekend because it's too much. If it was Vince McMahon's choice, nobody would run in that city that night or that weekend.
I was not expecting this, White.
I'm done. Hashtag cancel Raw.
And Joe, I was going to say, not only the angle thing, and I'm not going to do it because I said I'm not going to do it, so I'm not going to do it.
Don't do it. I don't want to hear about Monday. I want to erase Monday night.
The whole thing, dude. It's the whole thing. There's 1,000 questions that make no sense.
You can hang out with your
friends
friends in North Carolina, Grant. Do not give that motherfucker the money. He doesn't need it.
It's just not good.
I love Grant Sawyer to death, folks. He's like, I like hanging out with my friends or getting booked to go. Yeah, everybody loves a payday.
Mm-hmm.
But at what cost? Don't go to WrestleMania. All right, I'll change my mind since Grant Sawyer's on here and he's going to get a payday out of it. Go to Joey Janela's Midnight Jack-Off Party or whatever it's going to be this year. Go to the 57 fucking Evolve shows that they have down there. New Orleans might want to change their name on Saturday and Friday to Flow Sports City or Flow Slam City.
There you go.
I watched it in a bar for free if it makes you feel better. It doesn't make me feel better now. Don't watch it at all. I'm serious. I'll watch the big four maybe. WrestleMania may get a pass because it's WrestleMania. WrestleMania sells itself. It's the spectacle. Joe still likes bright lights and flashy things, folks. I'll go to your point this way. They can have Alexa Bliss come out Monday and show her tits to the world, and I still would not tune in. Joe's sexist. He won't turn in for Alexa Bliss's naked self. Not if Vince books it. Put it in CWF. I'll hop the first car, taxi, whatever down there. I'll hitchhike.
Wow. You're bringing it, White.
And people like to go down there to New Orleans and party away. They like to party away down there and get drunk and get their shit all put all over Twitter. Come on. You're going to waste money to travel down there. To me, if you go to the indie shows, you're already you're fueling Vince even more. You want to know why, Edwards?
Why?
Because let's say you go down there to all the indie shows. You get drunk with your friends. Mm-hmm. You have a good time. You drag Stutzy out of 13 bars at 3 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday night. Good for him. I'm in no position to tell somebody how to live their life. But you know what the big headline is after all the indie shows, after all the drinking, after all the flippity-flu? You know what the big headline is on Monday morning?
What is it?
WrestleMania drew X amount of dollars to the city.
Yep.
WrestleMania brought in X amount of tourists. The WWE gets credit for fucking the indies' work. Fuck you.
Wow. This is amazing. Keep going.
I'm not watching Raw Monday. I've had it. My son's going to ask, Dad, are you watching Raw? I'm going to be like, have fun. I'm worried about what Monday night PWAM is going to be, this week. Because I'm not watching it. I'm not going to read a report about it. I'm quitting cold turkey, Edwards.
Good luck. Good luck, man. I hope you can do it.
I can do it because I'm not going to do it. I've already erased it from the DVR, and I've told my DVR to not record the show each and every week.
Wow.
Someone sounds a little bitter. Yes, Vince McMahon has ruined it for all of us. A little bitter. been bitter for 20 years now.
Mm-hmm.
At least 10.
You can't have storylines without good characters, Joe.
You can't.
You can't. And as a caveat, I'll just say this. Just for an example. One thing that I saw
You can't have good characters without good booking.
Seth Rollins turns around. And the lunatic, I'll say it again, the lunatic character didn't hit him with the chair. He threw it out of the ring. The lunatic.
Somebody's asking, how do you really feel, White? Yeah, the lunatic. He's crazy.
Oh, he's crazy.
He's
crazy. He's
yeah.
so crazy that he's not going to hit a
crazy
guy.
and conflicted. Let me just get rid of the weapon.
Yeah, it
That's
makes
a lovely
total sense. See, that's just one little nugget. We watch CWF and we always talk about the characters, and they're so fun and they're so good and they're so, Ethan Alexander Sharp,
Sis. Eric Andrews.
You can go on and on. Everybody.
Logan Easton LaRue even.
Mm-hmm. No characters protected on that show, and it doesn't matter. I mean, that's all you need to say. So how the hell are you going to come up with a compelling storyline if you don't have characters that you're protecting? It makes zero sense.
Part of me wouldn't hate it if they brought Dixie Carter out there.
Would have been something.
But no. The black kid who couldn't get himself over in NXT's got to be Kurt Angle's illegitimate son. And then everybody's going to be like, good way to... And, you get these memes on Twitter of, oh, he really did bang Raka Khan after all. And then they get the deal of him at the Hall of Fame speech holding up the 2 white milk jugs. They change it to chocolate milk on the meme. Yeah, that's all well and good. But you know what that is? It's Vince McMahon being a little bit racist. I'll say it. I'll get it in the 2017 perspective. I can go there when I want to.
Oh, it's like that tweet
Not
that
so
we were
much
passing around.
He's not gonna have an affair with a white woman. No, he's got a black son. That's what it is. That I guarantee you, that's how Vince McMahon is pitching this to. He doesn't even have to pitch it to anybody.
And isn't the other guy in the tag team? Isn't he like an amateur wrestler? Like,
yeah.
It's weird, man. It's weird.
I guarantee you, Vince McMahon's having a chuckle out. Kurt Angle likes the all-American hero likes black women. Fuck you. Who cares? Oh, he banged her, and then the night that the last night that they were together, he fucked this woman, and then broke up with her right after he fucked her. And 9 months to the day after their last date, this kid was born. What does that say about Kurt Angle? Kurt Angle just loves him and leaves him.
It's crazy, man. Crazy timing.
I'm done. I just can't take it anymore. Enough is enough, and it's time for a change. And the only way it's going to change is if we all band together and tune out and not give that prick a dime of our money. They were just here in Roanoke last weekend, and I didn't go.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I couldn't afford to, but also I didn't even know that they were there until I saw the hashtag WWE Roanoke bouncing around.
Mm-hmm.
But if they came to Greensboro next Monday and I had the money to go, I would not go.
I really thought maybe they were turning over a new leaf.
Jeff,
I really did.
Me and you even said it's lead balloon time, just like you said in your podcast, man.
Mm-hmm.
Again, go listen to Jeff's podcast because it's masterful. I'm sick and tired of going around in circles. I'm sick and tired of going around in circles, man. I will not be watching anything but New Japan and CWF. I'm done. I can't take this anymore. They've cracked the uncrackable. Here I am thinking it's going to pull through. And I've even told Jeff, come on, man. They're going to pull through. They're going to be in an upswing soon.
Yep.
And then they do something like this.
Yep.
And honestly, I didn't mind it Monday night until you brung up the NXT thing, and that's what flipped the switch in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And my whole
It's
thing
true.
about
Yeah,
it is, do you think Triple H is pissed off and just can't show it?
I think he has to be.
Yes, he has to be. I would be.
You know, the whole thing, what they did Monday night, in my opinion, you know, involving NXT is, you know, it further confused what NXT is because, you know, Joe, we've been talking about this for so long. What is it? Is it developmental? No, it's not developmental. Bobby Roode's there, you know, on and on, back and forth. But why are you building characters and showing your audience these characters like an American Alpha, trying to get them over in a made-up mini league that you made up that's not development but is development, and then they hit the main roster and there's nothing, and then you just take one for a story angle.
And then
like, what was the point of any time that they invested in that tag team? And meanwhile, on the other hand, you look at the tag teams on Raw. There's one babyface tag team on Raw, and it's the Hardy Boys. Think about that.
There's one babyface tag team on SmackDown, and it's the New Day.
I mean, what are we talking about? Why are we wasting our time with this?
And the New Day is so goddamn stale that they're not watchable anymore. I want to post this here because this is another thing I saw that really pissed me off. Because here it is, Chad Gable goes on his Instagram, and he's talking about Jason Jordan. I want to thank you for the start in professional wrestling. Thank you for you giving me a chance. But he doesn't address it to Jason Jordan. No, he puts Jason Angle.
Yeah, you could see that coming. He's going to take his name.
I'll use your thing that you try to tell me. It's not real.
But he's going to take his name. It's, of course.
But the thing is, everybody knows they're so full of shit that all their eyes are brown.
This goes back to our conversation about kayfabe.
Yeah, you can't. This is this is not the way to bring it back. Not stupid shit like this.
Yep.
Hell,
you can't be half in, half out.
I hope Jim Cornette comes out and rips this a new one.
If he does, I'll give him props, Joe. I'll be on his side if he does.
Because you know what this reminds me of? Oh shit, my drink almost spilled. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god, shit.
I caught it though. This reminds me of something Russo would have done back in 1999, and it would have worked in 1999 or 98. But it doesn't work in 2017 when so many people are smartened up.
Mm-hmm.
If Game of Thrones or Walking Dead did something like this, there's your ratings just sinking.
Yep.
Let's talk about that for a second, too.
Okay.
I saw an article today. I know we're getting way off base. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight.
Yes.
I really
want
to thank you
thanks,
guys.
Eric Andrews,
thank
for joining us.
Thank you, Eric Andrews, for joining us. But,
and Seal Party in the chat, and Grant, as usual, thank you.
And Cecil with his memes.
Brazzers for existing.
I should have played that song, from Avenue Q, the internet is for porn. It's the greatest musical ever, Avenue Q. But I saw an article online today, Game of Thrones. I don't watch it, but it had its big premiere. You watched it. Yes. Sunday night. I saw a fucking article today. Game of Thrones had a big rating, but they still didn't trump The Walking Dead. What are your first thoughts when you hear that? I want to see if you pick up on that.
My first thoughts, they're on a pay service called HBO. That's
why I love you. I love you, Jeff.
Okay.
That's the first thing I thought. I was like, this whole article, I just read the headline. And then I went ahead and read the article. I was like, maybe they'll mention the fact that HBO is a paid service. Nope. And I was like, whoever wrote this, you're nothing more than a TV dirt sheet.
I would agree.
It's a paid service. Everybody gets AMC on their cable systems. Not everybody gets HBO.
Yep.
You can't.
And I think
it's apples and oranges. You can't compare the two in ratings. Now you could compare Walking Dead to Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. That's
any network TV. Yeah. But you
Definitely
can't compare this. And I mean, whoever wrote that article, you're a freaking idiot.
And Joe, you might know the answer to this, but I think 1 or 2 or 3 years ago, I think the president of HBO did an interview and he said that Game of Thrones is the most pirated show on those,
It is.
Pirate Bay and all that shit. And they asked him, well, how are you going to put a stop to that? And he basically said, we're not going to put a stop to it. Why would we? We'll make the money elsewhere.
Yeah, they're making the money. What they don't get in ratings, they're making off of merchandise.
Yeah.
Same thing with The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
That show makes more money in merchandise than I bet you they do off advertising.
Oh, my God. They have Lego sets. Walking Dead, like Lego sets. Little Daryl with the Lego and the bike. I mean, it's crazy, these shows.
Speaking of Daryl. What's his face? I can't even tell you the right name of the wrestler. I just know his cat's name. How's that for a gimmick, folks? Remind me again, who's this guy? I just saw him. Takahashi?
Takahashi.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. He's put a wig on the cat.
Oh, wow. He's stepping it up.
I saw a picture, and this cat's got a red wig on. And somebody in the crowd is, like, giving him a fist bump. And he takes the cat's arm and gives the dude the fist bump.
Wow.
I love it.
That's funny.
This G1 show, dude. You got to watch Night 1, man.
Oh, I will. I'll get to it.
All right, Night 2 is taking place probably, I think, 5 a.m. this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of have to stay on top. I should watch that maybe tonight. Because before you know it, it'll be Night 3, and you're like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
It'll be like WrestleMania weekend. You can't keep up with what's happening.
Yeah.
Unless you go to Joey Janela's spring break.
Would you say midnight jerk-off party?
Joey Janela's Midnight Circle Jerk. There you go. That's all
that's
WrestleMania's weekend is done is now. And here I am wanting them to release the Chip Day Trevor Lee match before WrestleMania weekend. I'm glad I was wrong on that.
Mm-hmm. Give it time, Joe, because I didn't see not a one podcaster, not a one YouTuber say that they liked what they did Monday night. I think they're in for a serious crash.
And let me say this. If I'm offending you, I'm in no position to tell someone how to live their life. If you want to go down to WrestleMania weekend and sit there and watch all the flippity-floppity-flippity-flew and the two sweet me's and the circle jerks, go down there and watch it. Be a part of it. Have fun. Get your rocks off.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, again, the headline is not going to be Flow Slam and Evolve drew thousands upon thousands to New Orleans. It all goes in WWE's pocket one way or another, or on their ego. All you're doing by going down there WrestleMania weekend is sucking Vince McMahon's balls to go to any show down there.
Yep. That's true.
Because the headline,
and let's face it,
Monday
Joe,
morning or Tuesday morning is WWE draws thousands and is a big economic boost for New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. Which is all fine and good, but let's face it, as far as the show goes, you're going to get somebody going over somebody and winning a belt, and then 2 weeks later, that somebody will lose that belt to somebody that shouldn't beat them.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do.
And it's sad that on these WrestleMania weekend shows, that's what they have to resort to, because otherwise people are going to be like, they did a WrestleMania weekend show and it was crap, nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell am I paying? They jacked up the ticket prices because of WrestleMania weekend. They didn't get the damn Joey Janela didn't drop his belt or his pants. What the fuck? And it gets the wrestlers paid. I'll be honest with that. Well, didn't we say that fucking what's-his-face was booked on 30 fucking shows or 18 shows that weekend?
Yeah, who was that? Ricochet? Who was it?
I think it was Sabre Jr.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Congratulations, you're booked at the same promotions that you'll be booked at 2 weeks from now. Only you ain't got to wreck your body in a 48-hour period to do it. Congratulations, Sabre.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Let's talk about Zack Sabre Jr. here for a second.
Go ahead.
Fought Tanahashi on night 1.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Didn't like the match. It was the only match of the night I didn't like, and I love me some Tanahashi, man.
Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed here because it's all... Zack Sabre Jr.'s matches are all the same. Let's see how far back I can bend your limbs.
Yep. He's a one-trick pony.
That's
what he is.
It is, and his look is horrible.
Yep.
I'm more of a something to look at than he is. And that's saying something.
I'll say that. I'll
That's
say this,
stretching
Joe.
it.
You're more interesting to look at.
Thank you.
Whether that's good or bad, that's up to the viewer.
As long as it's good radio, I don't care. Somebody says,
Why,
I'm going to need a drink
we
and
have
a Bob
faces
Ross.
for radio.
Somebody goes, I'm going to need a drink and a Bob Ross marathon after this. You know, you're going to need just some of those happy trees for WrestleMania weekend.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. I love me some
Shout out Bob Ross. That's awesome.
He's dead, Jeff.
It doesn't matter. You could shout out a dead guy. It's
Shout out
fine.
to the dead guy rolling in his grave, painting the happy trees. All right.
Dude, I'll watch that guy right now. I love
Dude,
that show.
I used to watch the hell out of him when I was a kid.
Yeah. Awesome.
You see online these ASMR videos where people are like whispering and putting people to sleep and relaxing? It works
Yeah.
for some people, but Bob Ross is the original ASMR guy.
Absolutely.
Hi there, folks. I'm Bob Ross. We're going to run the colors along the bottom of your screen. I've already coated the canvas with liquid white and a clear coat.
Stop. You're making me want to watch it.
Jeff Edwards likes when I do the Bob Ross voice.
Oh, it's so damn relaxed. Just kick back in the recliner, watch some Bob Ross.
You notice
Not
how
off.
I can hold this big-ass easel with all these blobs of paint and never get any on my shirt because I'm fly like that.
I'm lit. I'm Bob Ross.
I'm lit. I'm Bob Ross. You know, I'm just going to take my brush here and just whack it on the easel. That's to wake you up if I put you to sleep. Yes, I'm painting something up here. I'm sorry you fell asleep 20 minutes in, but I've already got the shack in the mountains pre-painted. Now we got to go in with those happy trees. Oh, let me paint my brush and then wipe my brush again. Put a little liquid red on my brush, sign it, and that's going to be a painting. By the way,
If you don't like my painting, you can go get yourself electrocuted.
That's right.
Struck by lightning.
You can go get struck by lightning. I'll send Kane Justice to your door. Buy my paintings, buy my paints, buy my brushes.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh God. It's a mountain. I'm just
Little
gonna
stream. Oh shit.
just gonna put a little thing right here, and let's just get crazy. Oh, that was my favorite line from him.
Yeah.
That was
Let's
my
just get
favorite.
crazy.
Let's just get crazy here. My voice ain't changed. In fact, it's more relaxing. But we're just gonna get crazy.
I'm gonna put a big oak tree in here.
Big old oak tree. There he
Crazy.
is. You just got to get the lay of the land. That's what I always like from you. You got to get the lay of the land of the paintings. Let me just tell you here, folks. Thank you for tuning in to WWE Raw. We have a sit down now with Jason Jordan or Jason Angle and Kurt Angle. That's AC's wake up call to remind him he's got a show to do in 2 hours. Joe
Wake
White.
up in 15 minutes.
Wake up, AC. Let me tell you guys something here. I'm backstage with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, just how small is your penis? Because the show's definitely compensating for something. Wake up, AC.
Wow.
Here with Jeff Edwards. Jeff Edwards stopped watching 8 months ago, but he still bitches about it.
It still drives him nuts. He doesn't even watch it.
We're here tonight with CL Party. CL, those guys lurking over your shoulder sure look scary.
Razzers.
I see
like
a Bob
Razzers.
Ross meme with Stutz's face going, "Oh God, a happy tree."
I love it.
We're here in a shoot interview with Bob Ross.
Bob Ross shoot interview.
Bob Ross shoot interview.
RF video.
Or a video.